Hey everyone, welcome to the long-awaited Harley Quinn dress tutorial. This was made back in February and March, just before Golden Over, and I've just been so busy that I haven't gotten around to editing or narrating this video. But I would like to disclaim that I'm not a dressmaker and I don't even own an actual sewing machine, so enjoy. Okay, let's ignore the state of my room and the state of my mirror, but this is what I've got so far. So I've cut the dress, and I've also taken a bit extra and like made a little hem so that it's not all rough. And then I cut the fabric straight across. That was the first thing I did. Yeah, put it across, and then I did tiny little loops. And they're a bit messy, but they're gonna have sequin fabric over them, so at this stage it's okay. I grabbed gold chain and I looped it through here, unlinked the chain, linked it back on, took it around the neck, and I've started doing the back. It's very difficult for me to show though. I'll think of a way I can show you guys. Hang on. That's probably one of the critiques that I've seen on loads of people who have done these sort of like do-it-yourself tutorials on this particular dress, is people don't put it on, and that's because it's very difficult. So before doing, and here's also my little pattern that I've drawn up for myself. I was completely, I wasn't too sure whether to do one of these because I'm like, well, there's already so many on YouTube anyway, but the way that I'm doing it is sort of combining all of them together and then combining a bit more of my own style. So this is probably like a good way to do it if you want to copy this way. So yeah, black dress from Cotton On. This is the plan that I'm going to be following. It is important that you have loads of chains. Like basically that's what's holding it up. So you need to have enough chains. I put 6 question mark because I researched this, like, because there are no pictures that are good from the movie itself of the back of her dress. So I've gone and I've looked at loads of different cosplay pictures of people's dress backings. So anyway, what I've got so far. Once you've got that bit that goes around the back, what you want to do is get a length of chain. These are actually keychain holes. You know the things that you put on your keychains? Gold ones from Spotlight. And then I found the middle of the dress. I did this already and I made this wonky. So this takes a lot of trial and error. And you have to put it on and take it off, put it on and take it off so many times. It's ridiculous. Hence the sports bra. Because I've just been plodding around the house all day making this. So yeah, attach it. I've gone and I've put, actually I'll show you guys on the ground. It is very difficult, but this is what I've got so far. Then we're going to link another hoop, maybe just 2. I think I'll be fine with 2. Another hoop, and then I'll do my 6 little chains. I haven't done the bottom of my dress. I'm going to like totally stack it, but yeah, I need to do that closer to the end. But this is sort of like an uneven dress line. So I'm going to need to be very particular about how I cut it. Yeah. So I'll show you what I've done so far. Okay, basically it will be impossible to make this dress without the aid of pliers. These ones are way too big and they are hurting my hands. So the curtain's like flapping. It's super windy today in Australia. So I've got that with the backing of the chain. I looped it through here. And then I found the middle. So I've left the middle one blank, and then I've linked and unlinked the ones on the side. And look at my nails, guys. If you have long, beautiful nails regularly, you are going to wreck them while making this dress. So I can't wait for the chaining to be over. But yeah, more updates soon. Okay, sorry if you can hear TVs and stuff in the background, but what I've done is mapped out 3 chains that I can loop over as I've done here to save like plying things unnecessarily. This is the back of my dress, and I've also mapped out where I'm going to sew the chain onto the base of the dress. Yes, that's like the middle of it, and then I've gone 3 on each side, and then one will go in the middle, and then one will go on the outside, and yeah, that's what I'm up to at the moment. Time for another nice little update. Sorry my dog's sort of snoring in the background, but yeah, I have finished all the chaining. Yeah, there are 2 links. I could fit 2 on each side before I ran out of chain and the top, and I'll chuck this on and show you what it looks like. So excuse the wet hair, but anyway, I just realised that some of them are actually a little bit tangled. And the way that I could probably fix this is unlinking rather than taking the stitches out. But yeah, that's the back at the moment. It's pretty cool. I'm happy with it. And I gotta get rid of that bit. But yeah, the next step will be cutting this really short. So back with more updates later on in the day. So the next step, I don't actually have butcher's paper or anything that I could have cut out a pattern on, unfortunately. So what I've done is just laid out my sequin fabric on the floor. I'm onto the back part now. I did the front bit, which is what I sort of used for the back bit, because I realised, because you need, how many inches? Let's see, I didn't actually measure, I just sort of went, yeah, that looks right. Maybe I'll regret that, we'll find out. But yeah, I'm a complete noob when it comes to this stuff, so that's 4 inches? With allowance, because, yeah, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this. That's the underneath bit. And, yeah. Another thing, I put the sequins going downwards. Yeah. So this dress, it is really short on me. I'm proportioned with quite long legs. I'm only 5'7", but man, yeah, it's gonna be short. But that's how Harley wears it, you know, so it'll be okay. More updates. So I have cut out loads of diamonds. I allowed a seam allowance, I think that's what you call it, of about, I don't know, a centimetre? A centimetre is what worked for me roughly. So these are the loose diamonds, and as you can tell, they're a lot bigger. So I have my paper templates. I fold the bits over, technical wording. I sew them, and then once I've sewn the seam allowance under, I pin it to the dress. I make sure it lines up perfectly and everything's symmetrical, and then I hand sew it to the dress. This is going to be the little, I don't know what it's called, I'll insert the word here, this thing at the bottom. I think it's going to work out well. It looks like it's going to match. It will be good. If it doesn't, I'll show you how I fix it, because, you know, early days still technically. The back looks amazing. Oh, so happy. But yeah, I have to do the top layer of diamonds, bottom bit, and I haven't done any of the back. But it's so shiny. Another reason why I'm really professional dressmaker, I don't have a mannequin or any of that stuff, so to prevent me from sewing the stitches to the upper layer of the dress, I've been putting on my leg. Yeah, so you don't need all the stuff to be able to make a dress for cosplay. Welcome to How Not to Sew Your Harley Quinn Dress with your host, me. Okay, so it was going so well. It was going so well up until now. I'll just flip around the camera and I'll show you what has happened. It's not that bad, okay? It's not that bad, but I'll show you. Alright, so you're like, oh yeah, it's not that bad. And wait, before I show you the mistake, I will show you what I've been doing so far. This is fine. This is... Well, okay, the front of the garment is so perfect. The spacing is perfect. It's just the back. I have no idea what happened here. It's a little... well, that one's... no, okay. That one's cactused, but hopefully when it's on it won't turn out that bad. But my main worry here, this is the side seam of the dress. Now, because it's so weird with the low back, which I'm sort of like pinning at the moment, I've made an oopsie here, so this one's way higher than this corner. The front looks good. Let's see how I resolve this one, guys. I will let you know. So yeah, this is how to sew with the noob, Annalise Maguire. Here's something I neglected to mention, that I actually put cups into my dress. So I basically cut completely the cups out of one of my bras and stitch it in. So it was like an old one. This is just an example. This is a disclaimer, I'm not exactly very busty, so it worked for me. It won't work for everyone depending on how you are personally, but this worked. So I literally just cut out from there to there, cut it, stitched it. It gives me a bit of extra shape, it gives me a tiny bit of support, and obviously it's like another layer, so that's always good. And I did end up cutting a tiny bit more of a scoop into the top. But yeah, this is like obviously, gosh, it is now August and I'm about to upload this video. I forgot to mention a couple more things. This is the dress inside out, so I cut vertical snips into the sequins. I cut half a triangle, so you get the full measurement of the triangle, you cut it halfway, you pin them, and you sew them on top of the black diamond, which is on the other side, so that you get the tasseling effect. Let me focus. Some of them have fallen off, so it just sucks a bit, but yeah, this is it turned inside out. That's the front. And yeah, important. Maybe recommend doing that. And as you can see, I'm shooting with Steven Kittens. He's awesome. But yeah, I'd just like to disclaim that I'm not a dressmaker once again. And this dress only came to the cost of $55 all up, including all of the fabric, chains, the t-shirts. It was super cost effective. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know if you recreate this dress, and I'll see you next time. Also, if you want to see more pictures of the dress finished, feel free to follow me on my social media.